capital city of the Netherlands is an obvious stop during any tour around Europe. The spot is famous for its tulips, islands, 1,500 bridges, and its grachten, which is the Dutch word for canals. Amsterdam is full of them, and they play an important role in the city's history. Through the famous canal tours, tourists become immersed in the city's past and learn about the importance of these bodies of water. However, the canals are just one piece in the greater impressive array of waterways that this city has to offer. Today, we'll be exploring Amsterdam's famous canals, waterways, and the majestic AMSTEL River as seen through one of the city's famous canal cruise tours. Hey everyone, my name is Kyle, and this is the Via Travelers YouTube channel. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you find this video interesting and want more videos like this. These are destinations during a visit to this city. They're sites that you find in other cities around and truly are something special. All right, so join along in our Amsterdam Canal Cruise tour. To get started, let's explore the major canals. The major canals in Amsterdam are HERENGRACHT, PRINSENGRACHT, KEIZERSGRACHT, and SINGEL. They were dug in the 17th century during the Dutch Golden Age, and each of them had a specific purpose. Altogether, they form what's known as Grachtengordel, which is the Amsterdam Canal District. This picturesque neighborhood is more than just a tourist destination. It's a result of artists' city planning. Many people believe that the canals were developed from the center outwards, but actually construction happened from west to east, starting in the northwestern sector, with a development that went along from 1613 to 1625. Meanwhile, the eastern part took a long time to develop. In fact, this part was used for parks and botanical gardens for a couple of centuries before joining the rest of the canal plan. 3 of the popular canals were made for residential development, while the SINGEL was used for defense and water management. The SINGEL is the innermost canal. Its existence dates back to medieval times. It was used as a moat between 1480 and 1585, while Amsterdam began to expand. This body of water flows all the way from the I Bay near Central Station to Montplein Square. It connects to the AMSTEL River. Many people mistake it for SINGELgracht, but that's a totally different canal that was built during the Dutch Golden Age to serve as a border, and there are plenty of other canals named SINGEL. After all, the word SINGEL is used to describe ring-shaped canals that surround a specific region. But when people talk about the famous SINGEL, they most likely refer to the historic canal within the city's famous canal ring. As it was mentioned before, as opposed to the SINGEL and its defense purpose, the other 3 main canals were built for residential purposes. Among all of them, the HERENGRACHT is hands down the most luxurious one. It's also named after the Patrician's Canal, or Lord's Canal, or even the Gentleman's Canal, and is named after the Heeren Regeerders who governed the city between 16th and 17th centuries. Historians claim that early settlers were encouraged to buy 2 lots of land, and that's why properties in this region are quite large. They stand out due to their outstanding facades and beautiful gardens, which are sometimes open to the public. And if you thought it couldn't get any more prestigious than this, then wait until you make it to the curve near New Spiegelstraat. This is where the richest citizens used to live, and that's why this part of the canal is known as the Golden Bocht, or the Golden Bend, where residents own double-wide mansions and other prestigious properties that will easily catch your eye. Among the outstanding past residents of this neighborhood, we have Samuel Sephardi, who lived at the 598 house, and Peter the Great stayed at 527 during his second visit to the city. But luxury living isn't all there is to see in the city. There are 2 other main canals that offer different settings. There's also the KEIZERSGRACHT, which is the second and widest of the 3 major canals between HERENGRACHT and PRINSENGRACHT. This one was named after a Holy Roman Emperor named Maximilian I, and it's famous for its historical buildings such as KEIZERSGRACHT's Cathedral and the Museum van Loon. At first, this canal was supposed to be a street with no water, but when rich people decided that they wanted to use boats to get to their homes, this canal became necessary. KEIZERSGRACHT has been the scenario of many cultural and historical events. When ice forms during the winter months, the canal could be used for ice skating. In fact, there's been a sprint skating race that happens from time to time in which winners may call themselves the Kaiser or Keizerin of Amsterdam, a title worth of respect. Some of the famous icons who've stayed around this canal are John Adams, who stayed at 529 house. The Daniel Fahrenheit, who stayed at 463, 465 when he first visited this city in the late 1600s. Lastly, as the fourth and longest of the main canals, we have PRINSENGRACHT. This one was named after the Prince of Oran, and most of the houses you'll see here were built during the Dutch Golden Age of the United Provinces. This canal is surrounded by plenty of monumental buildings such as Rowe Stepped Gable, the Palace of Justice, the Noorderkerk or Northern Church, the famous Anne Frank House, and the Westerkerk, which is Amsterdam's tallest church. Each year, PRINSENGRACHT concert is held in front of Hotel Pulitzer, making this canal an ultimate destination for lovers of culture, and art. Overall, Amsterdam's canal district has a lot to offer, but there are other notable canals worth exploring for anyone who loves to venture beyond the known past. There's the Zeerenbergbral, which gained relevance thanks to the textile industry. This is where painter Rembrandt and philosopher Spinoza used to live. It's been voted as one of the most beautiful streets in the city by local residents. Then there's Brouwersgracht, the canal in the city center, famous for its former warehouses that are now one of the most expensive apartments in Amsterdam, and Kloveniersbergbal, which is home to the Royal Netherlands Academy of Arts and Sciences. In more recent times, 4 canals were built on a man-made island called Java Island. Their names are Brandesgracht, Lijmengracht, Mayengracht, and Herengracht, and they are full of modern canal houses that were designed by 19 young local architects. Among all these bodies of water, the most important one is the AMSTEL, which is the river on which the city was founded. The name comes from AMSTEL, a compound word made out of aim, which means water, and stel, which means solid, high, and dry ground. The perfect words to describe a city full of waterways. AMSTEL holds important events such as the annual Liberation Day concert, the Head of the River AMSTEL rowing match, and the Amsterdam Gay Pride boat parade. Its cultural and historical relevance is still alive today. Without a doubt, the waterways have played an important part in Amsterdam's development. Even UNESCO added this city's canals to its World Heritage List. Certainly, anyone who visits this city cannot leave without experiencing some of the magic that the canals to offer. If you enjoyed videos like this, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button below, or join our travel newsletter where you'll get updates like this directly to your email inbox. Just click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.